diplomats in New York City and San Francisco, bloody good locations for them, I would say. For years, the CIA had operated where foreign diplomats were lured. Improvement, where the CIA would lure foreign diplomats at the CIA, which ultimately means you're Afghanistan, not only ongoing Ukrainian stuff, like bloody prostitution for foreign diplomats in San Francisco.
Well, my camera is backwards.
Who's funding all
That's fucking helpful.
The American taxpayer, of course. The goal of this secret operation, the Post explained, was to track these CIA agents.
Listen to the fucking brilliant genius.
I can't believe it. The CIA also ran a sub-project of MK Ultra called Operation Midnight Climax, from 1955 to 1965. This project, the San Francisco Chronicle report, was a top-secret mind control program in which CIA agents used hookers to lure unsuspecting Johns from North Beach bars to what they called the pad, then dose the men with LSD and observe the X-ray goings-on through a two-way mirror while sitting on a portable toilet, swilling martinis on your tax dollars. CIA agents. Delicious. Oh my God, that's disgusting. You shouldn't be doing that. Or you definitely shouldn't be doing that. Can I get another olive in here? And what about those diplomats going from a perfectly fantastic evening? Oh my God, I'm out of my mind. This is sorry, G. What a wonderful evening we are having. Shall we do another tab? Magnificent. Suddenly these women might be very attractive. And now listen, this is not going to look good in the papers. Oh, sorry. Vladimir will not be pleased with that. You better start complying. That's what we're funding for our taxpayer dollars. I'm not naive enough to think that the UK government don't get engaged in similar operations. Look at the way that the legacy media failed to report on that for a decade. And you think you can trust them? You think that you can take their priorities and their narrative? You think that the legacy media ain't got skin in the game when it comes to constructing narratives that keep you despondent, distracted, low energy, distracted and disheartened, unable to participate in society? We must take back our freedom. We've got to take back our freedom. When are we going to take it back? It's going to be the year 2024. Juice the brain in the Rumble chat, simply perverts. Just one word. That's enough. Your stream on YouTube has 3,000, but on Rumble it's 14,000. That is because the revolution is happening. If you are an Awakening Wonder over on YouTube, join us over on Rumble where we can speak a little more freely. We can sit about another 10 minutes over here and then we'll be bang at it. Scruffy B, thanks for the $1 tip. I hope that's not because I was talking about all that CIA stuff. You imagine yourself pushing that dollar down the front of my oft-reported on Y front. Absolutely astonishing and scandalous. Anyway, it's chat like this that makes me grateful that the present administration would never get involved in any skullduggery of that nature. Now you have a decent president who believes in democracy, who believes in freedom. Why? You only have to look at his campaign ads to know that Joe Biden is creating a better America for everybody.
I've made the preservation of American democracy the central issue of my presidency.
Recorded ad. It doesn't sound that clear. I made the preservation of American democracy. Can we do that again? Well, no.
I believe in free and fair elections and the right to vote fairly. And
the laptop. What about repressing the laptop story? What about not turning up for the bloody primaries in Florida? What about trying to get Donald Trump kicked off every single ballot? Come on.
Have your vote counted. There's something dangerous happening in America.
Better believe it.
There's an extremist movement that does not share the basic beliefs in our democracy. All of us are being asked right now, what will we do to maintain our democracy? History's watching. The world is watching. Most important, our children and grandchildren will hold us responsible. The Vice
Miracle, he didn't lean over and sniff that kid on the head.
President and I have supported voting rights since day one of this administration.
And RM Grun, $7 for a pound of butter. It's not good enough, is it? And then Michael Joel 12, the gaslight is getting so old. It's not good enough, is it? We need to decentralize power. We need to examine the legitimacy of some of these organizations. Do you think that the CIA can be reformed, or do you think that the CIA needs to be abandoned? One or two. If you think that the CIA can be reformed, one. If you think that the CIA should be scrapped, two. Let me know in the Rumble chat, guys.
Ask every American to join me in this cause. America is still a place of possibilities, where the power presides with we the people. That's our soul. We are the United States of America. There is nothing beyond our capacity when we act together. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Hey, guess who we've got coming up in a little bit? We've got my friend and yours, Greg Gutfeld, coming on the show for a sneak preview, an extended preview of our show on Friday. We're having a fantastic conversation with Greg Gutfeld that you will love. Now, 1/3 of adults now say that Biden's election was illegitimate. There he is, the other fella. The MSNBC host Jonathan Capehart got emotional discussing events of January 6th. Have you seen this? Like, look, January 6th, some people might think, oh, it was a riot. Some people think it's a protest. Evidently, some people have a vested interest in conveying and portraying it as an insurrection. One thing it wasn't is that sad. I mean, it wasn't that sad, was it, like those people? I mean, you've seen Norm Macdonald's tweet. You showed the Norm Macdonald's tweet first. Like God rest his eternal soul, Norm Macdonald, number 9. Have a look at this. This is what Norm, God rest his soul. I love when violent terrorists made sure to respect the velvet ropes in Statutory Hall. Like, look at that. They are, they've got someone taking photos like that from any other tour, I imagine, in that building. And remember, this is an establishment building that's used to legitimise corruption. Yeah, Gutfeld, that's right, Gutfeld. Yeah, he's coming on. Why are you saying Gutfeld White State is a bunch of question marks? Yeah, I like him. That's right. So, I'm not, maybe you do as well, maybe you're excited about it. So, check it, and now check out this thing from MSNBC. Look at this guy.
I'm going to try to get through this. Thank you for what you did 3 years ago today. Please tell.
I had a baby born this year under pretty challenging circumstances, and I can talk about it like this. Yeah, it's okay, Great Ormond Street were fantastic. They did a wonderful job. Look, like that. Like that. January 6th. Oh my God. That guy in the buffalo hat. Put face paint on and where the FBI had insurgents in the crowd. Calm down, mate. It wasn't that bad. I mean, like, look, let's accept that a country as vast as America is going to have a variety of political perspectives, and that guy on MSNBC is entitled to his political perspective. It doesn't need to help with emotion.
Your thoughts on this 3rd anniversary.
Well, how are we going to carry on with the rest of that conversation? I think Ray Epps is going to jail for 6 months, and DC U.S. Attorney Matthew Gray says the Department of Justice is now going to target Americans who were around the Capitol, people that were in like the rings of Saturn. There's just people that were in the aura of January 6th, people that sort of like went, ooh, but like anyone, right? Were you alive during January 6th? Well, yeah, I was just a kid at the time. Right, well, you're going down for it. Donald Trump, though, is going to ensure safety and absolute democracy with literal stuff out of The Simpsons. Yes, it's The Simpsons politics made real once again. Trump's Iron Dome. Let's check this out. My favourite bit about this is the book, like how you operate the buttons. How you operate the buttons is a good bit. And then I think the dome going up is, or sheesh, or she, like it's a new noise from something. That's always worked.
Well, we want to protect our country, and you know those domes and stuff. I didn't like it when Ronald Reagan suggested it because we didn't have the technology. We do have the technology now, and we're going to build a giant dome over our country to protect us from a hostile source. And I think it's a great thing, and it's going to all be made in the United States. And that's something that I consider productive. You know, when I watch our guys operate those things, it's unbelievable. Missile coming in. These geniuses sit down, they're from MIT, but they sit down, being, she. It's God. It's amazing. I think we could use it. Do you like that?
That's the kind of thing that people, that's where you engage the snorter group. Do you like that? It's actually focus grouping it live.
I mean, isn't that better than giving other countries billions of dollars, billions? We're going to...
when we've got access to them. Is this when they're talking about how to get Trump off the ballot on MSNBC? Is that stuff? Have a little look at this, guys, and then we are going to slink off where we've got a fantastic story about the WHO and vaccines. You're going to love that. We'll be getting into that. Plus, we'll talk a little bit more about Epstein. If you're not an Awakened Wonder, you ever come an Awakened Wonder, and we'll see you. Oh, no, we're not going to leave you. Let's show you this thing. Is this MSNBC talking about Trump and how you've got to have democracy, but you know what they want? They want a democracy where you can vote for one person, and that person is Joe Biden. How can that be democracy?
Lots of conversation about the 14th Amendment nowadays, directly connected to the actions of Donald Trump in the lead up to this day 3 years ago and what he did on that day, January 6th. Do you think he should be barred from any ballots given his actions on January 6th?
Well, I support every state taking very aggressive action to keep him off the ballot. He is undergoing court action across America. And I don't know that we have ever had a situation. Actually, I do know that we've never had a situation where a sitting president could be a convicted felon. And so the uncertainty that people are going to the ballot with is also unprecedented. Is he going to be on the ballot or not? Is he going to be disqualified? Are people going to vote for someone who's not eligible? And so all of those questions need to be answered before the American people go out to vote. But what I think is also very important is that people don't sit it out. I've heard too many people saying they're going to sit it out. People have to go out and vote. I remember how many of us couldn't believe that he won in the first place, and that's because there were too many people who just didn't think their vote mattered.
Well, I think history demonstrates that it does, in fact, make a difference.
It does matter.
Extraordinary. When what's being offered as democracy is a ballot with one person on it, where Joe Biden will not debate even the other contenders and candidates from his own party, where RFK, in order to be heard, has to leave the Democrat Party, where they're canceling the primaries in Florida, where Marianne Williamson is being marginalized. What if you're a person that's from the right or the Republican Party? They'll say that you are racist. If you're within the Democrat Party, they'll say you're a crackpot, like I guess with Marianne Williamson, because he talks about spirituality, with RFK, because he talks about vaccines. So in the end, what you recognize is you've got a narrow tunnel of what is regarded as democracy, and that tunnel leads to establishment power uninterrupted. And it's going to be down to us, because the legacy media are not going to derail their cohorts, their fellow cartel members in state power or within corporate power. It's going to come down to you. Your individual consciousness is a valuable asset. That's why they're working so hard to control your consciousness, to control your attention and your mind, through censorship laws, through protest laws, through shutting down independent media voices, indeed to a degree like this one. We've certainly experienced some considerable blowback. Let's get the timer on, for God's sake. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you've just got another 30 seconds to click the button or click the link and join us over on Rumble. We've got Greg Gutfeld coming up. We're going to show you some of the interview about, we're going to show you about 10, 15 minutes. We're going to be talking about a fantastic story where Pfizer, it was not that good actually, it's terrible. They led the public over the efficacy of their vaccines. Later in the week, we're going to be talking about the potential death toll. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're Awakened Wonder, click that link in the description. Join us over on Rumble right now. You're welcome here.